Hello Morons, welcome to another JNEWS. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to do what the Japanese anchormen do on TV. Not that I think I'm an anchorman, but I always thought it was kind of weird. But today I thought, why not? I'll do it their way, just to show you what's happening. A quick overview on what is in the news today in Japan. I could use this finger, but I don't think it's good enough for you. Let's use this finger. Okay. Headline. This is from the Asahi Shimbun, and there are two reasons I'm using this. This video will only tell you the first reason. The second, the real reason, is going to be revealed in the next video. You'll have to click on that coming up soon. Anyway, let's look at the headlines. Oi! Oi is a place in Japan now where they are starting up the nuclear reactors. Oi Sangoki, the third, reactor, Saikido, will be restarted. So as you can tell, they're going to restart the reactor in Oi. And as you can tell by the picture, I don't know if you can get that from this camera angle, a lot of police, a lot of protesters. Now the weird thing here is that I've read on the internet, and you know everything's true on the internet. Some people claim that it was up to 180,000 protesters protesting in front of Noda's residency in Tokyo, but some other politician on Twitter said 20,000. So the disparity is pretty suspicious. Of course, one of those is lying. I did see on TV that there was a foreigner on TV getting dragged away. The police, disrupted them and dragged them away. And hopefully there are some YouTube videos talking about that. If you were there and if you have any way to actually give a real number, or your opinion is fine, I guess, please let us know. If anyone can find an article that's a little more accurate. I don't know how they can count. It's very difficult to say. Even on the internet, they said it was very difficult to say how many people were actually at the protest. However, they had a live stream and 25,000 people were watching the live stream at the same time. Another thing that was interesting was they wanted to never use nuclear power plants again in Japan, and they got something like 1.7 million signatures, but that's really a drop in the bucket when you think of the population of Japan, although it is an impressive number. I don't think it's such an easy answer just to say stop using it, because Japan gets pretty miserable in the summer, and there are a lot of really old people here, and a lot of people die every summer because of the heat wave. So you're telling everyone you're going to have rolling blackouts and we're not going to be able to use air conditioners could actually result in some deaths. And the alternative, coal, is not necessarily that good for you either. So I don't think it's an easy answer. Not saying I'm in favor of nuclear energy in the long run, but until Japan can come up with a better alternative, I don't really see another way around it. Those of you who want to jump on the bandwagon condemning nuclear energy, I would say look into it. It's not that simple, I mean, it's easy to say no nukes, but I mean, really, who are you that you know that much about that? Most of you are jumping on the bandwagon who are against it. Some of you actually know what you're talking about, and if you're still against it, and if you're still weighing the pros and cons of using traditional fuels compared to nuclear energy, etc., then yeah, okay, then you made the choice. But anyway, let's get back to the newspaper. Enough of my opinion. Who cares what I think, right? Okay, so Genpatsu zero. No nuclear energy. 2ヶ月で幕. After 2 months, the curtains have been drawn. So basically it's saying, after we said that we're not going to use nuclear energy forever, in May, remember in May, Noda promised, Prime Minister Noda said we are not going to use nuclear energy anymore in Japan. 2 months later, that promise has ended and we're starting up again. I believe it was just yesterday when they started firing up the nuclear power plant in Oi. Anyway, over here it says Hantaiha, which means the opposing, wing, or the opposing factions. What is it? Kyosei Haijo. Basically, the police dragged away all protesters. Ooh, terrible, terrible. Let's see, over here we say Setsuden Kyokara. Setsuden means saving energy. We're only reading the headlines, of course. Setsuden Kyokara. From today, we're going to start new energy-saving policies, probably encouraging cities, for example, city governments, to not turn on lights until much later at night. Save energy wherever they can. One of the things they do is encourage businessmen to not wear ties, just wear a white shirt, so they're not so hot. They don't feel the need to turn on the air conditioner. That's called cool biz. Let's see. Let's go over here. Ozawa-shi Getsunai. Ozawa is one of the powerhouse politicians here in Japan. A lot of people hate him, but a lot of people support what he believes in, although they think he's kind of a jerk at the same time, Anyway, by the end of this month, Getsunai ni Shinto. By the end of this month, he will open up a new political party. And as you know, this is not really surprising. If you've been following Japanese politics, too many political parties, what can you do, right? I guess it's maybe better than, I don't know which is worse, you know, having only 2 political parties like in the States, or having too many like over here. Anyway, well, here's something that's big in Okinawa right now. In Okinawa, osprey 強く拒否. In Okinawa, there's an osprey type of helicopter, and people are really against it. There have been apparently crashes, and there are a lot of protests, people speaking out against the osprey in Okinawa. So those are the big headlines today. Yeah, that's a little summary of today, what's happening today with the headline, just this section. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned a little something, and for those of you who are interested in more details, go look it up on the internet. They got this thing called Google, works pretty good. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
Hello, Borns. Welcome to Hello, Borns. Let me try that again.